What's up, YouTube? I think we can all agree that 2020 might be the only thing in existence worse than 2018 Rewind.
Yeah, so I think you meant the only other thing that's worse. But yeah, what's up, losers? Zip here. So today I'm gonna be talking about Mr. Beast Rewind, which yeah, I have mixed opinions about it. So I kind of just wanted to share it. One little thing, if you guys have any ideas on it, I actually kind of want to hear them just to see what other people think about it. Join the Discord, link is in the description, and just let me know what you guys are thinking, or if you just want to talk on there. But yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so for this rewind, I guess like I said, I have mixed opinions. So really, the mixed opinions are, I guess the good are really good and the bad are, they're not that bad. They're just kind of things that, you know, just they're just a little off. So one thing that I am gonna say is, I do think it shouldn't be called YouTube Rewind, or the way he called it. I think it's more like a YouTube recap, and I'll kind of explain that later in the video. But yeah, so let me show you one of the things I liked. So yeah, let's look at it.
I've always thought that YouTubers should get more say in Rewind, which is why I called hundreds of YouTubers and asked them what they think should be in Rewind.
What do you want in YouTube Rewind? What do I want in YouTube Rewind?
Alright, so this is one thing that a lot of people didn't like about the YouTube Rewind in 2018, which was it really was not like anything that the YouTubers wanted. It was, I'm pretty sure it was just like the Fortnite one, and that's it. And there wasn't really anything else that was pretty good. So this is one thing that I think is extremely good that Mr. Beast did really well, and I mean, he, you know, backed it up with all the proof. But yeah, he got the YouTubers, and I think that's just a great idea, just asking the YouTubers rather than people who own YouTube, which sounds weird, but I think it makes the most sense. It's such a good idea, honestly, and I think it worked really well for this like video right here. You can see that, you know, he got a lot of the topics. I think he missed a couple, but you know, of course, it's his first time ever doing it, and I don't think he had much time because he based it off a tweet. That's the reason he did this, because he saw that YouTube wasn't making one. So I guess he didn't really have like a, you know, I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but I think that's a great idea. I think that's one thing YouTube should really strive for. But here's one great idea.
Mark Rober teaching squirrels to parkour.
All of Mark Rober's videos.
I made friends with a bunch of squirrels.
The new PlayStation called
Mark Rober. Like, you literally can't go wrong with Mark Rober. It's actually impossible. But yeah, moving on. So one thing that I had originally when I first watched this video was the problem I was thinking was like it looked really like gaming wise, where it was kind of just focusing on the gaming side of YouTube. But actually, if you look at this clip right here, so I'm gonna play it.
Rick quit YouTube and switched to TikTok.
Definitely the coronavirus and the
I didn't
pandemic.
get to see my boys all year.
Yeah, so just looking at the people, I mean, so far I can only see what 1, 2, 3, and then 4, I guess. I mean, I guess you can count him as a YouTuber, but really there's only 4, or not YouTubers, but gamers. There's only really like 4 gamers, and besides that, I think yeah, the rest are kind of just, you know, they do their own thing, which is really good. I was like, when I first watched it, I was like, okay, this is really like gaming oriented, which I thought was a little bit of a problem, because if you're doing something that's, you know, surrounds a whole YouTube, you can't just focus on gaming. You have to focus on everything. But I mean, just looking at this picture, it seems like they did get a wide variety of people. So yeah, I think that's really good. That's a really good thing. YouTube Rewind also does this really good. They also mix in all of them. All right, so a little other critique I had was for the video being 6 minutes and 30 seconds long, that would mean that you would have to put in like short little clips of everything that happened in YouTube, because of course there's so many things that happen. And I think this is one thing that maybe they messed up a little bit, which is I think they did like a lot of segments a little bit too long. For example, like Dream, they talked about him a lot, and I know Dream was a huge part of 2020, but I mean, like in the video, I think out of the 6 minutes and 30 seconds, I would say Dream took up like a minute of it, which is what, that's like around 15% of the video, or maybe something like that, which, you know, I think is a little bit too much. So that's maybe another problem, just trying to fit everything in. But I mean, you know, I never made one. I think this is Mr. Beast's first time ever making one, of course. So, you know, it's a little, I think that's another problem. But overall, I do think they still fit in a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's just another critique I had.
I want to see what Dream really looks like.
Mark Rober, we know you didn't ask for Dream. We know you don't care about Dream. Come on now. Okay, one thing I am gonna say is I really like this idea. So as you can see, just a bunch of names are popping up, and if you didn't watch the video, I would definitely recommend watching it, but I'll just explain it. These are showing the YouTubers that hit 10 million, or right here 1 million. So the reason I think this is such a great idea is because it kind of just shows how how much people make progress. So like, well, it was like it was more than 6,000 people who hit 1 million, and more than like 200 people who hit 10 million, which is like, you know, insane. I think YouTube should actually do this every year, and the way they could do it is as at like the end of each rewind for the credits, they just put the people down, and I think that would be a really cool idea. But I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Mr. Beast's video. So like I said in the beginning, I do think of it more as like a recap rather than a rewind, and here's the reason why. For a rewind, I feel like music is probably the biggest part, and the only reason I say this is because for rewinds, usually it's really catchy, right? Like you tend to watch it over and over again because of how like catchy it is. And I think that's one thing that Mr. Beast kind of lacked in this one, which is like implementing the music. Now I do understand there's like copyright and stuff like that, so I don't really blame him, and I don't know if that was really the main problem. But that's the only reason I say it wouldn't be considered a rewind. And he said he took inspiration from PewDiePie, but PewDiePie actually did what I'm talking about with the music. Like he, you know, did like 1 million different songs, and he combined them and he changed, you know what I mean, or his editors. But I think that's one thing Mr. Beast could have done better in this video, which is just put a bunch of the music in. But you know, I don't know what's happening behind the scenes, so I couldn't really say anything. But that's what I'm saying. It's more just a recap, because he kind of just mentioned everything that happened on YouTube in 2020. Rather than kind of like the music part of it, which I think is really the biggest part of Rewind. So I mean, yeah, other than that, I think it was amazing. And I mean, yeah, he should definitely make some more. I think every year he should make his own, like his Mr. Beast Rewind, and then he kind of just focuses on his. And I guess kind of my whole argument would be I guess over with if he just said that it's more of his own Rewind, which would kind of explain why it's more gamer oriented. That would make a lot more sense, of course, because it's Mr. Beast himself. But I mean, he said in the beginning of the video that because YouTube's not making one, he's gonna make his own. So that's the only reason why I'm thinking about it more like a YouTube rewind rather than a Mr. Beast rewind. But yeah, I mean, really, it's only good things. The bad things I said are really just like things that are either easy to fix or just some things that are just like I mean it doesn't really lower the quality of the video. It's just because I'm comparing it to a YouTube rewind rather than just comparing it to like a normal video. So yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, I hope you losers enjoyed. If you losers did, make sure you join the Discord like I said before. Just give me your ideas on this. I want to see what you guys think. Maybe you guys can, you know, help me correct if like I messed up on something. But yeah, if you losers really did enjoy, make sure you have a good day. See you.